Are you interested in living longer, healthier, and having more money in your bank account? If you're anything like most people, I know what you're thinking. Yes, and how? If you or someone you know is one of the 34 million Americans who still smoke cigarettes, I would like to propose that now is the time to quit. We will begin by taking a closer look at impacts of cigarette smoking. Smoking is habit forming and negatively affects the body systems. According to Healthline.com, cigarettes contain 600 ingredients. When burnt, they generate 7,000 chemicals. Many are poisonous, and at least 69 can lead to cancer. The nicotine affects the body's central nervous system. Nicotine is habit forming, which is why people find it difficult to quit. Smoking affects the respiratory system, affecting the smoker and the people exposed to secondhand smoke. These people are at a higher risk for chronic, irreversible conditions like emphysema, bronchitis, COPD, and even lung cancer. Here's a picture of a set of lungs of a smoker, and here's a set of healthy lungs. As you can see, the damage is obvious. Smoking also affects the cardiovascular system by increasing blood pressure, causing higher chances of strokes and heart attacks. Some of these effects may take a long time to develop. The more obvious signs involve the skin. Here's a picture of a smoker and her twin sister. And you can see the wrinkles, the bags under her eyes, the lines on her forehead, and some aging spots. But those are actually from cigarette smoking. What about the financial aspect? Cigarettes burn a hole in your wallet too. Did you know the United States spends more than $300 billion annually in cigarettes, according to the CDC? The cost of smoking per year out of pocket is $212. If you were to invest that same $2,112 at an 8% interest rate for 30 years, you would have $265,000. America at large pays for cigarettes through higher healthcare cost. In Florida, healthcare is about $3,336 per year, and the number is increasing. Cigarette smoking is not just a problem in the United States, it's a global problem with global impacts. In Europe, the rate of smoking adults is around 28%, and even as high as 39% in Greece. The larger numbers of people are slowly shortening their lifespans, pack by pack. China has the largest population of smokers in the world. If we do not take action in America, we may face a similar situation. 30% of people in China use cigarettes, which equals to 316 million adults, according to the World Health Organization. China is in the midst of a lung cancer epidemic. This really might look grim, but it's not too late to change. According to those around us, encouraging those around us to stop smoking and educating society at large about the dangers is essential to making a change. According to cancer.org, minutes after your last cigarette, your body begins to heal. Quitting will save you money that can be spent more productively. Banning cigarettes in public places will reduce secondhand smoke and will give smokers less opportunity to smoke in public. Increasing taxes on cigarettes may offset the country's cost and may make it harder for smokers to afford cigarettes. By encouraging smokers to quit, and educating society, we can create a healthier and more financially responsible world. According to cancer.org, 20 minutes after quitting, your heart rate and blood pressure drop. 12 hours later, your carbon monoxide in your blood return to normal. In short term, 2 to 3 weeks after quitting, blood circulation improves dramatically. 1 to 9 months later, coughing and shortness of breath are reduced. 1 year after quitting, the risk of heart disease is half of someone who still smokes. In long term, 5 years after quitting, the risk of throat cancer, and 15 years after quitting, the risk of heart disease is the same as that of a non-smoker. The average out-of-pocket cost for 15 years of cigarettes is over $30,000. With that money, you could buy a new car or put it as a down payment for a new home. Healthcare costs may decrease as less people are experiencing lung cancer. You may be wondering, what about social smoking? It can't be that bad, right? Although it may be relatively better than regular smoking, social smoking still has negative consequences. Even smaller doses of nicotine are still addictive. Nicotine withdrawals can be a problem as well. They include hunger, constipation, insomnia, irritability, and more. A social smoker might find themselves on a slippery slope, craving cigarettes more often. According to smokefree.gov, if you smoke at all, you have a higher risk of cancer and heart disease than a non-smoker. Cigarette alternatives, such as hookah, are just as dangerous. A single hookah session is equivalent of smoking 5 packs of cigarettes. Hookah comes in a variety of flavors, masking the taste of toxins and chemicals, making it very damaging to adolescent brains that are not fully developed. Young smokers are more likely to take up cigarette smoking. As you see, smoking, even social smoking, is not a good idea. If we encourage and educate people, cigarettes will become almost obsolete and considered barbaric. It would become socially unacceptable. If nothing changes, we can expect serious health concerns for ourselves and our loved ones. If other countries do not put a stop to cigarettes, they risk facing a lung cancer epidemic similar to China's. I firmly believe that encouraging others to stop smoking and educating people about the dangers is important to the physical and financial health of our world. By quitting ourselves or telling smokers about the health benefits of quitting, sharing the financial opportunities of quitting, and advocating for policy changes, we can make a change. In doing so, we can create a healthier, more financially responsible world. Please consider the consequences before lighting your next cancer stick. Thank you.